Just the other day, I had a friend of mine take me out for coffee, and he wanted to know how the church was doing. It's over a year old, he says, and he said, man, we've heard so many great things about people really for the first time committing their life to following Christ, and others recommitting and just saying, wow, you know what, I really do want to be part of what God has for my life. And every day here, we hear the kids outside the church offices playing, screaming, chasing one another. They sound so happy. Well, my friend asks me, he says, he goes, so Q, he goes, are you happy with where things are? Are you happy with the way the church is going? And it just made me, for some reason, we've all heard that. At some point, somebody's asked us, are you happy? How are things? Whether it's in our marriage, in our relationships, at our jobs. And this is what I want to encourage you guys. Happy is really a matter of perspective. Happy really matters about where are you focusing and where are you looking. It's a matter of perspective, your perspective. I'm constantly reminded when things become difficult, whether it's in relationships or the church or whatever the case may be. In Hebrews, it says that for the joy set before him, Christ endured the cross. It was his perspective. He chose to look at not the cross and not look at being rejected and spit on and kicked and ridiculed and rejected by family and society and friends. Some of the disciples that were closest to him rejected. He didn't choose to look at what the cross meant in that way. It was for the joy that was set before him, knowing what the cross was going to bring and knowing what the cross was going to mean to my life and to your life. So it was the joy, happiness set before him. He disregarded the cross. He didn't even look at that. See, he changed his perspective. And a lot of times when I find myself maybe not being happy, maybe not like an 8-year-old running on a playground, I have to remind myself, what am I looking at? My relationships might be in a certain way, but what in my life, I have my health. What in my life is a relationship that I'm so proud to have and I'm so thankful to have? I have to shift my perspective. I think we all ask ourselves, are we happy? What is happy? And happy is a matter of perspective. And Christ gives us that perfect perspective. For the joy set before him, he ignored, he left alone, he despised the cross. That means he pushed aside because he concentrated on the joy that the cross would bring if we'd embrace the cross. And I think a lot of times that's what we have to do. We live in a society that, let's face it, we live in a society that instant gratification. You need to be happy. You need to be happy now. You deserve it. And a lot of times we have these things in our life that distract us from being happy because we're looking at the wrong thing. So if you're in a relationship, if you're in a situation, if you're in a job and you're not feeling happy, try changing your perspective. Try changing and going, you know what, I don't like my job, but you know what, I'm so thankful I have one and I'm able to make whatever money I can. I'm in a relationship and we have to work on things, we have to get things better, but you know what, I'm thankful that I'm that way. Change your perspective and you'll suddenly, all of a sudden, maybe get happy. Like the Partridge Family song, right? Come on, get it.